And we are ready to get this thing going in. Here we go. It's the Daily Go Get Mism Show. What you know now. Valerie Green is all up in the house. How you feeling? How you feeling now? Miss Green is in the house. Bow. She's ready to turn it out. And Carol Chamberlain is in the place. It's so good to see you taking up space now. How y'all feeling, man? It's the Daily Go Get Mism Show. On this Let's Get Real About Relationships Thursday, Throwback Thursday, and we getting it popping while the beat is dropping. It's the Daily Go Get Mism Show, and I'm glad to be right here with you, don't you know? Emily, my bad, my man. Oh, yo. Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on, Charlene? How y'all feeling, Charlene? Charlene. What's going on? How y'all feeling now? Ancient View from the Stars. What's going on, ma? It's good to see me some you. I'm glad you came through. I'm down. I'm glad you're down with the crew, and I see your peeps coming through too. Now. So tonight on the Daily Go Get Mism Show, this is what we're talking about. Yo, check it out. Peep game. We're talking about when a woman is smarter than her man. When a woman is smarter than her man, how does it go down? You know, she may be smarter than her man. She may be more financially ambitious than her man. She may be a little bit more dominant than her man, but how does it go down? Where does he fit in? What's his place? Is it a situation where the man has to know his place? He has to know his role. He got to sit back in the background. Does he get the lead? If she gets out of line, will he bleed? Is she not scared to leave him? Or will she leave him behind? Would it be like that, y'all? That's what we going to bat, y'all. That's what we talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get Mism Show. So we pretty much talking about the strong black woman syndrome and how does it fit into the scheme when she's talking about her man. So we're going to see how it go on the DG show. Yo, sit back, relax, and chill. It's that show now. The DG show, baby. What's going on? Yeah. So that's what we're going to take a look at tonight on the Daily Go Get Mism Show. You know, when a woman is stronger than her man. I'm sorry. When a woman is smarter than her man, what they gwine do? What it gwine do when a woman is smarter than her man? You know, now I'm thinking that she may be able to take her intelligence to actually raise her man, grow him up, elevate him and his status. And will he resent that? Will he be okay with that? Will he say, well, man, I got me a superstar and she gonna make me a star too? Or will he resent that and feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to take my shine, baby. You know what I mean? You trying to dim my light. I'm supposed to shine bright. You supposed to be my reflection. You know, you supposed to be my earth. I'm the sun. Well, we're going to take a look at it, baby. We're going to take a look at it tonight. That's how it's going down. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. With this your daily, the Daily Go Get Mism Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrr, well, then you just say Omar with the R's. The Daily Go Get Mism Show, the DG Show. How y'all feeling tonight on this Throwback Thursday? This Let's Get Real About Relationships Thursday. We are talking about when a woman is smarter than her man. Well, how does she use her intelligence? How does she use her wisdom? How does she use her smarts in order to bond with her man? Does she use her intelligence, her smarts, her wit, her charm, her wisdom to actually bring her and her man closer in unification? Or does she use it to separate her man, to keep him intact, to keep her man from getting out of line, getting out of place, trying to get all up in her face, trying to take up her space and lead her the wrong way? She ain't trying to go for that shit. She's the strong way. And she told this cat that he ain't never go to school long enough. And he ain't tough. He can't do nothing. And she about to call his bluff. And she better get out of the way. That's enough. Is it going down? Well, she might use her smarts to clown that brother, and there is no other just waiting in the wings. She's just trying to do her thing. I don't know, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all coming in here. Just hit the thing, hit the thing, hit the thing, hit the thing, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel thus far. So we're going to talk a little bit about strong Black women and exactly what that means, because a lot of people get that whole strong Black woman thing, get it a little twisted, get it mixed up, get it tangled. So what I'm not here to do is I'm not here to diss. I'm not here to say who's smart and who's not. I'm talking about in situations that y'all are aware of. What's going on? Emily Dunlap in the house. I said to Emily, how you feeling now? Good to see you, ma. Good to see you, ma. Yes. It's good to see you now. So, yeah, in your own relationship. See, a lot of times when I'm finding when I ask a question, like if I ask a question to the group, a lot of people will answer the question for everybody else, but I didn't ask everybody else. I'm talking about you. So, like when I ask a question, I'm talking about your experience. So people saying like, well, a woman might be stronger than a man in this area and that. Well, listen. Each one of y'all women, if y'all straight, y'all have been with a man. And you have had multiple men in your life. I'm not talking about it at the same time. I'm not saying, I'm not talking about how you conduct your relationship business. But what I'm saying is you've had more than one boyfriend in your life. You may have been married more than once or once or twice, whatever the case may be. You may have been engaged. You knew in each relationship which person was the dominant person in that relationship. You knew for yourself. It doesn't matter what your next door neighbor, your cousin, your best friend, your sister, your mom, whatever they had going on. You knew what was going on in your relationship. You knew if you were mentally stronger and smarter than your man or if you weren't. You knew that. You knew if he was dominant. You knew if you had yourself a brainiac going on. And you knew whether he used that to his advantage or whether he used that to be a building block for the both of you. You knew if you were dealing with somebody that was selfish, and you knew that when you were dealing with somebody that was generous or somebody that was altruistic. You knew. So why, when I ask a question like, in a situation where you are smarter than your man, are you able to let him lead you? You know what happened in the relationships that you had. You know what happened. You know if it went down right, if it was a good situation or whether it wasn't. Because you was there. Because you're either with the person that it went down with, or you're not with them anymore. You underdig? Do you know what I'm saying? Actual facts, baby. Actual facts. So that's where we going with this thing. That's where we going. Robin Ming, my big sis, Robin Ming, all up in here doing your thing. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming through and swinging by. I'm glad you came by. I'm glad to see you. When I see you, I say hi. And I'm glad that you're feeling better too. It's always a pleasure to have you coming through here. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. It's an honor. So that's what we're talking about tonight. When a woman is stronger than her man, when a woman is mentally stronger than her man, she may be emotionally stronger than him too. But when she's mentally stronger than him, in other words, when she is smarter than her man, is she able to allow him to lead her and lead the family? Does she feel like he's still qualified to do that? Or maybe she feels like he's not qualified to do it, but she'll let him do it anyway, because that's what a man is supposed to do. So if he falls, so maybe he has to learn, maybe she feels like he needs to learn on the job. And if he don't pick it up, early on the job. Maybe as time goes on, he'll get it together. He'll get it together. Get it together. Get it together. T. Carey Wright is all up in the house. Good to see you, no doubt. What's going on, Ma? What's going on? Good to see you. It's on now. So yeah. So what's good? Valerie Green says intimidate, dominant, not intimidating. Exactly. There's a difference between being dominant and being intimidating. I've known plenty of people who were dominant. That's just their personality. They may be dominant in that they take the lead on things. They may have a high energy, high motor. They may be the type of person that assesses a situation, gets right on into it, and asks, like, what can I do? What can I do? Oh, none of y'all have no ideas? I got an idea. Yo, everybody come over here. Let's try this out. Dominant personality. Some people are put off by that. Some people are offended by that. Some people are intimidated by that, scared of that. Like, why you always gotta come into a place and act like you own it? Like, well, look, I'm either in or out. If you don't like what I'm doing, do something else. Or if you don't want me to participate, don't advertise. Because I'm not the type of person that goes to the movies. I'm the type that acts in the movies. Or I'm holding the camera or something. I'm going to do something. I ain't just going to sit there and watch it. Peace to all the people who just sit there and watch it. That may be the way that they are. But behind closed doors, when the roof is overhead you, overhead you, and the basement is on the bottom of y'all, and it's just you and your man, you and your woman, you and your man, you and your woman. Talking to all the men out there, if it's just you and your woman, I'm sure that there are men who had to recognize times when their woman was smarter than they were. Did it have an impact on his ability to be able to lead? Did he want to lead? Every man don't want to be a leader in a relationship. Every man don't even want to be a leader in his family. You know, a lot of times, and I always thought that white men be the ones who be fostering this bullshit. They always act like the woman in the relationship is the dominant one, like she the one running everything. You know, it's that queen mentality. I mean, I'm not saying that women aren't queens, but you ain't gonna tell me that every man is like, oh, you're the boss. Oh, my wife is the boss. Oh, she runs. Come on now, stop all that bullshit. That's not what I've seen in my life. So, you know, but you know, some men give weight like that. What's that other thing they say? Happy wife, happy life, right? Okay. I'm not saying that it's not true. What I am saying is it just doesn't pass the smell test in enough homes that I know of. Happy wife, happy life. Okay. An unhappy woman can make things hard for everybody in the family, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's running things. It doesn't necessarily mean that she's taking the lead. Doesn't mean that. So is a woman able to do that? I'm talking to y'all directly. Let me see what y'all talking about. What we talking about? Ancient View from the Star says, my experience has been that a man will resent it. Okay. So when you have pretty much taken lead in certain situations dealing with your man, you're saying that your man resented that. Now, do you think that it could have possibly been your presentation? Like, because some people lead by example, some people lead by iron fist. You know, I mean, sometimes there's some women that it's straight up and tell you, like, listen, you ain't my dad, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I run this. I got my own this, I got my own that, I run my own that. I was doing this, that, and the third before you ever came along, and I'll be doing this, that, and the third, and maybe even more after you're gone. So, hey, listen, this is a situation where I want you around. It's not a situation where I need you. There ain't a man alive that's gonna like hearing that shit, including this one. Like, I'll tell you in a minute. Like, you sure to get him? I can't be with a woman who don't need a man. You know what I mean? I ain't saying that you need to depend on me for every waking thing, because that'll get on my nerves. But what I am saying is that if you are of the mindset where you are on that I don't need no man thing, like, then yeah, I'm exactly the one that you don't need, and we gonna work that out. No problem. But I have been with women that I thought were what I think. Wait a minute, nah, I was about to say damn near every woman I've ever been serious about was smarter than me, but I don't know. Nah, that's not really true. But I know one thing: I can't deal with no dummies. I can't deal with that. You know, like I wouldn't be able to deal with the Edith Bunker type. You know what I mean? We not doing that. I mean, I take the love, but listen, I need brains and titties. That's what I need. And a fat ass. Brains, titties, and a fat ass. And a pretty face. Brains, titties, fat ass, and a pretty face. In that order. Brains, titties, fat ass. Wait. And pretty face, right? Yeah. Brains, titties, fat ass. Maybe the pretty face can come before the ass. Anyway, Annette Davis, the number one. Annette Davis, the number one. What's going on? On the teleconference with your union? Uh-oh. Interview from the Star says, nah, the person was just resentful that I had more education and drive than they did. Some men seem to need women to have less intelligence and drive than they do. I'm glad you brought that up, because when it comes to ambition, you know, are men, well, I mean, we can make the statement or we can ask the question. Okay, let's ask the question first. Are most men, especially black men, are they intimidated by a woman who is more financially independent or more financially ambitious than they are? Like, if you get with a woman that's really trying to get this money and she got a plan, she actually has a plan, and maybe she's doing it the quote unquote right way, you know, went to school, you know, graduated, was already smart going in, but went and got her papers or whatever, and now she's trying to make money moves, real money moves. She ain't just trying to get Louis bag money. She's trying to get Ivy League tuition money. You know what I'm saying? She trying to get buying a brand new late model, next year model car off the lot, cash money. That's what she trying to do. She trying to make major purchase without ever even thinking about being broke money. And he may not be on that shit. He might be making Black Friday tax return brand new TV money. He might be of that mindset. Now you would think that if he is of that mindset, that he would be happy to be with a woman that's trying to elevate. You know what I mean? Because what could be better than going to Black Friday and still having money left over for Christmas? But that can be intimidating for him, because he might feel like, you know how it is. A lot of people are not able to compartmentalize their own situation. They too busy worrying about what they think, their mama think, their daddy think, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, the grandparents, neighbors, co-workers. They worried about how all of that shit looks. And sometimes that can be the thing that propels you to success, that fear of failure, that fear of humiliation and embarrassment. Or it can be the thing that keeps you from ever trying hard, so you won't ever have to fail in front of anybody. You understand? Do you understand what I'm talking about? What I'm talking about? So it's something that we have to be mindful of. It's something that you have to take into consideration. But when you start taking your own situation into consideration, so, well, what you got? What do you have? You know, what's really good? So yeah, you would think that a man would welcome a situation like that, where a chick is really that a chick has more than just a good job. She has a good job and she has ambition. She has a plan. She ain't trying to look back over her life, years and years later and saying that this is all I had. This is all I got. But it doesn't always work that way. It doesn't always work that way. So it can be a tough situation. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call, y'all. 319-527-6199. If you want to get on up in here. We are talking about when a woman is smarter than her man. When a woman is smarter than her man, is she able to let that man lead her? By the way, how are we doing, y'all? Are we buffering? Are we good? I had to call up Comcast today and Xfinity or whatever the fuck they call themselves and ask them what's good. Because I'm like, listen, lately I've been buffering. You know what I mean? Everything's like, all right, well, let's test your connection. You, Mr. McCharry, you need to test your connection. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yes, sir, we need to test your connection. Oh, hold on. Oh, get this bullshit out of here. We need to test your connection, son. You know what I'm saying? So they tested the connection, the connection, and it was actually really good. The speed was good, but I was like, look, I don't know if y'all, I don't know about all this, whatever it's doing here, but I know like doing my show, I'll be buffering. Damn. So I'm doing a speed test right now. It's not as fast as the phone, that's for sure. But it is pretty fast. I don't know. So download 151 megs. That's not as fast as it should be. It should be like at least 220. When I downgraded to like the highest joint is Blast. That's the one I need. I don't know. At least like, cause this is a really good laptop. This shit is premium. This is definitely the best laptop I've had. Let's test it again. Because a lot of times the first test it'd be a little suspect. But yeah, I don't want none of that buffering shit. You know what I mean? I hate low quality audio. I hate low quality video. We're not about that life. No. So, all right. So that's what we're doing. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, yo. I said 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em show. When a woman is smarter than her man. When a woman is smarter than her man, what happens? Is it going to be okay? Is it going to be all right? Is it going to be all right? Is it going to be okay? Or do we have to put it off to another day? Hey. All right. So Miss Green Valerie, she says, most of the men in my life felt they appreciated my intelligence, that I used my brains to achieve my goals. Only one I felt was intimidated and didn't see he was just as powerful. See that he was just as powerful, if not more. Well, sometimes I guess if you don't overpower somebody, if you're not like really, really dominant over somebody, if you feel like you with your equal, or if nothing else, you have met your match, you are in very good competition. Not that y'all should be the type of competition that opposes each other, but you may be in you may see your reflection. Let me put it that way. Which I would think would be a good thing. That's your reflection right there. That's your earth right there. That's your wisdom right there. But some men can't see it that way. And it may have something to do with the way that they were raised. Maybe they were taught that the man is always supposed to be this, that, and the third. Maybe the man is always supposed to make more money than the woman. And maybe that's because that may be his bargaining chip. Maybe that's his worth right there. So he feels like if I don't make more money than her, then she can always go and take care of herself and even take my kids away from me and don't have to worry about me because she made more money than me anyway. So some men may shy away from that situation. I mean, you have to admit that there have been plenty of men who have taken women from a position of leadership or power that they were or a position of ambition where they were really climbing. They were on their way up. You hear women talk about it all the time. When I met the nigga, I was doing this, I was doing that, I was making move, I was getting the fish, I was selling fishing poles, I had a fishing pole, I was getting all of this money, I sold everything that I had, and it was making that dough. I was coming through. Yeah, I was the man, yo, and couldn't nobody stop me or drop me or top me. Yo, I was the one. I was the thing. I was the two. I was better than every one of you. And he may have taken, like, all right, even taking some of these ratchet ass strippers and shit. You know, you take these dancing ass, these ass shaking, long fake eyelash wearing, scantily clad dressing ass, you know, dancers and shit. You look, take them. A lot of them are making real money. Sure, they're degrading themselves, but they're making real money. Now, dude come up in the club, you know what I mean? What's the first thing he want her to do? Stop dancing. Now, on the surface, that sounds like a good thing. Like, listen, I don't want other men touching all over my woman and all of this blah blah blah. But the thing is, he wants to take her away from that profession, but he doesn't want to give her another one. Well, how does that work? You took her away from a situation where she may have been making thousands of dollars a week, and you want to give her nothing. Now, first you presented it to her like you were making thousands of dollars a week, and perhaps you were. But think about it. If you're making thousands of dollars a week and she's making thousands of dollars a week, then that's multiple thousands of dollars a week. Whereas if you take away her thousands of dollars a week, and if your thousands of dollars a week turns into only $1,000 a week, now what do we have? It's a high pressure situation because you have killed a situation that was producing and you haven't replaced it with anything except for dominance. Is that going to work? Is that okay? Is that okay? Bean is in the house. Thanks for coming through, Bean. What's good? Appreciate it. She says, I don't think men are intimidated. They seem to be unwilling to accept it or even allow the woman to compliment what he lacks. Some men are like that. I'm not going to deny that. Some men are like that. Overall, what do y'all think, though? And forget about what the men are thinking right now. What about you? When you have dealt with a man that you knew that you were more dominant than, when you knew that you were smarter than, when you knew that you were more mentally and possibly emotionally astute than, how did you treat the situation? Did you share with him? Did you try to elevate him? Did you try to push him? Or did you intimidate him? Did you ridicule him? Did you try to get him to step up by insulting him? Like, yo, you got to get your shit together because I ain't gonna be here doing this shit and blah 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 blah. You know, it happens. It happens. You may not have meant to be that way, but you may have been feeling like, listen, I struggled all my life, and I watched my mama and my sisters and my aunties struggle, and I'll be goddamn if I'm going that route. So listen, if you don't bring this, that, and the third to the table, then this table ain't nothing being served on this table. We ain't even gonna pull no chairs up to this table. You may not be all the way wrong for that. I don't think that there's anything wrong for insisting that you get what you want up front. I don't think anything's wrong with that. It may sound a little insensitive, but it's going to sound more insensitive to people who are not in that situation or to people who can't elevate to that situation. It is what it is. Because he running around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you. If I was richer, I'd probably be with you. Ain't that some shit? All right. What we got? Ancient View from the Stars says, you need an alpha when you are driven and intelligent. Alpha men seem to know how to capitalize on the strength that both partners had. Alphas. The alpha male. Alpha male. Beta males get a bad rap. Do they deserve a bad rap though? Let's look it up. Let's see what's up with these beta males. Alpha males. Let me see. Alpha males. Let's see what we got. What you got, son? All right. Characteristics of an alpha male. 9 powerful alpha male traits you must develop to be. Let me see. Let's see. Wait, the top 10 traits of an alpha male. Number 1, he's courageous. Interesting. Number 2, he can control his emotions. Interesting. Number 3, he has a purpose. Interesting. Number 4, he's not afraid to make decisions. Interesting. Number 5, he's not afraid to say what's on his mind. Not afraid to make decisions and not afraid to say what's on his mind. Seems to go hand in hand to me, but okay. Maybe they're just doing their numbers. Number 6, he doesn't let any one thing rule his life. Number 7, he maintains his physical health. Number 8, he's not afraid to say no. Number 9, he acknowledges his weaknesses. And number 10, he holds himself with a strong posture. And he says this is a physical one. How we hold ourselves directly impacts how we feel and how others perceive us. The alpha male doesn't slouch forward or stare down at his feet when he's talking to you. He holds his head high and he looks you in the eye. And this strong, confident posture is mirrored inside of him. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to put this in the comments and y'all can check it out at y'all leisure. But I also want to do something else. I want to talk about the beta male. Because we talk about the alpha male all the time. And everybody be running around here talking about their alpha male. But somebody got to be the beta male. So let's see. What about the beta male? Characteristics of the beta personality.
According to Panda Gossips, in short, a beta woman is shy, submissive, and loved by everyone lives due to her sweet and down-to-earth personality.
Well. How come it doesn't have anything about beta male? Okay. Well, let's look at let me see. Alpha woman, beta woman. Let's see. Let's see what it has to say here. I don't know. This is too much to read. We're gonna have to. I'm looking for a list, something that we can get into real quick. Alpha versus beta versus what is this? Alpha versus beta versus gamma versus omega versus what the fuck is this? My bad, y'all. What is that shit? What is this? Why is it taking so long to load? Oh, I didn't know. I never knew about all these other Greek letters. Look, we not doing that. That shit is taking too long to load. All right. Are you a beta female? Let me see. Are you a beta female? The beta female is the allure of many men, given she is sweet, down to earth, a good homemaker, ready to follow. Her inner beauty glows more than her outer complexion. She will decorate the house, take your dog for a walk, water the garden, and sing her way around as she does the household chores. She is not sold out to that rat race, and her speed for life allows her to appreciate art. The beta is a conceding type and will not argue with you over issues. She will not offer her opinion where it is not needed. And if she does, it's with a lot of decorum. She's loyal and dependable. Nice hair. Nice hair? The fuck is that? Wait a minute. Where's the list? Huh. Wait a minute. In fact, one of your primary love languages may be words of affirmation, where compliments for your nice hair or handmade dress coming from your spouse communicate love and adoration. As a beta, you must strive for balance. Though you are not a good negotiator like the alphas, you can protect vulnerability. Most men feel needed when they have to rescue the beta. You are also feminine and you can work your way in a relationship with your charm. Because you express your discontent with nil by mouth or withdrawal from your man, you can easily spark a conspiracy of silence in your relationship. It is especially so if your man is passive and fears confrontation. Do not allow the sun to go down on your anger. You may also go to the extreme of being a martyr for the relationship to thrive. Being patient, you can put up with abuse or settle for less than the best in your relationship. Therefore, you must find a way for being assertive without appearing rebellious. Join an accountability marriage enrichment group so that when you are unable to confront your man, there are people he respects that can rebuke or steer him on the desired path. In marriage, opposites attract. It's not uncommon for beta males to marry alpha males and vice versa. Whatever the case, no matter your personality differences, the Bible says the two shall become one. Your oneness is not in looking the same, but blending your strengths and weaknesses. All right. Well, that was interesting. But let me see. Let me see. I want to say characteristics of a beta male. The way they make it sound. Oh, wow. Ooh. Sheesh. All right. Wait, man. Wow. Yeah, they make the beta male sound bad. They okay. Here goes. 15 signs you are a beta male. Hold on, y'all. I'm over here, so I'm not seeing comments. Let me go to your comments. See if y'all had anything to say about that. Let me see. Okay. All right. Ancient View from the Stars says, I agree with Bean. My experience has been that it doesn't really matter. Some men just have a hard time with anything they perceive to be a threat to their manhood by their woman. Interesting. Bean says, I have a male friend who is married to a rich woman who is an expert in her field. However, as a man, he is able to provide vision for their household. Okay. Value Green says, Emily, I just think that I just think his mom did a number on him, and she always encouraged him to dismiss my input because she felt I was more dominant. I had the brains. Perfect couple, I thought. Okay, TK Wright says, alpha males never have to say it. Shrugs. Interesting. Value Green says, oh, big. Okay, wait. Paul Munoz. Hey, Mr. Munoz. Mr. Munoz. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. I haven't seen you in a while. It's always great to see you coming through. And he says, alpha males can fall too. Like the movie Friday, Debo was an alpha male, but at the end, Craig defeated him. I'm sorry. I had to share my thoughts. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Yeah, Emily, it said really nice hair. I mean, let me find out. All y'all good hair cats are betas. Let me see. Ancient View from the Stars says beta males and their mamas. So you can see right now, Ancient View from the Stars don't want nothing to do with no beta male. Like, but we're gonna see about that. We're gonna see about that list with beta males and see if maybe some of these alphas have some beta in them. You know what I mean, because a lot of these cats that we running around here talking, acting like they all hard, and a lot of them be like homo thugs. So they might be beta alpha. They might be beta alpha males. They might not be 100. They might not be 100%. They might be working with a C minus. You know what I mean? He's scoring a 70 on that test. You damn near got a D, baby. You damn near got a D. All right, so let's see. Let's see about these 15 signs. 15 signs you are beta male. 15 signs you are beta male. Number 1, you don't feel like your life is getting better and better. The first sign you're a beta male is that you're unhappy with your life. You don't wake up satisfied with what you've achieved and with your reality. Don't a lot of people feel like that though? Does that make them a beta? Possibly. It says you're probably living a boring life where you have a repetitive job that barely allows you to pay rent and survive. You look forward to the weekend because that's the only time you escape the hamster running on a wheel lifestyle. And even then, you're unlikely to do anything worth mentioning. Damn. It says even more about that, but I don't know. That sounds like it describes a lot of people. Number 2, you've never faced your bullies. Most character traits form in childhood and stick around in your adult life. Most people get bullied in life, but guess what? You will have to deal with them throughout your life in different forms. Bullying is bad, but they are part of your existence. Look at your past and recall those moments. What did you do? How did you feel? Were you scared or did you stand up for yourself? You can stand up for yourself and still be scared, though. Okay, number 3, you rely on others like your family. And by the way, I'm not reading all of this shit. There's more, but I'm trying to get through the list. Number 3, you rely on others like your family to make decisions for you. Here we go with the mama's boy thing. A common trait between beta males is the lack of decision power. They fail to be in control of their lives. They're scared of making their own decisions and usually let others make them for them. Sounds like happy wife, happy life. 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 Happy wife, happy life, happy wife, happy life, happy wife, happy life. Number 4, you are physically weak. Physical strength is often a contributing factor to self-confidence. It happens to also be an indication of someone's health. As animals, ever since the early days of the opposite sex has been attracted to healthy specimen in order to procreate. This trait creates a feedback loop. Because of being fit and healthy brings in more attention, and the more attention you get, the more confident you become. That's interesting. You appear physically weak. So all these chubby chasing women out there, you know what I mean, like them fat boys. That seems to blow a hole in that theory. I don't know. Number 5, you are in the friend zone. Oh, shit. You are in the friend zone. It doesn't get simpler than this. If you are in the friend zone, you are a beta male. The truth is, most of you end up in the friend zone because all you do is act like a friend, not like a possible partner or lover. You have positioned yourself incorrectly, and now you're stuck here. But Alux, I'm in the friend zone because I'm too nice. I'm not a douchebag. No, you're probably not as nice as you think you are. Just because you think of yourself as a nice guy, it doesn't mean the world should see you in the same way. For all we know, in her eyes, you might look like a total loser, and you will maintain that image if you continue your current behavior because it's clearly not working. Damn. And it says, here's a quick game plan to never end up in the friend zone. Make your intentions clear from the beginning. That's actually it. Ask them out on a proper date for you two to get to know each other better, but don't put yourself in a position of being her shoulder to cry on as she moves from boyfriend to boyfriend, hoping that at some point you're going to be next in line. That's how most guys friend zone themselves. Yeah. Friend zone. That ain't no good. Number 6, you can't say no and stand your ground. I'm just run through them now since it's 15 of them. Number 7, even in your circle of friends, people make fun of you. Damn. But everybody gets teased, don't they? Poke fun. Number 8, your existence largely centers around pastimes like browsing the internet, anime, video games, or TV shows. Holy shit. Your existence largely centers around pastimes like browsing the internet, anime, video games, or TV shows. Fucking wow. Number 9, you make excuses. If you say you're going to do something, then you better get to it. Nobody wants to be around someone who's always looking for excuses, who's lazy and doesn't do his part. Number 10, you have no sense of style. You can spot an alpha male from a distance. He's well-groomed, well-dressed, fit, with the right posture and attitude in the sea of beta males that surround him. As a beta, you're just barely passing by. You are an extra in this movie. Damn, they dissing the shit out of beta males. Number 11, you don't look people in the eye and you're nervous when you talk to them. Even now, your palms get sweaty thinking about it. Damn. Number 12, you don't get laid as much. And even when you do, it's not that great. God damn, they killing these. They go down goes beta. Down goes beta. You don't get laid much. And even when you do, it's not that great. Being a sexually active person is a sign of good health. If you've checked off most of the boxes so far, it isn't a surprise that you don't engage with the opposite sex. I mean, when would you? When you're spending most of your free time playing Fortnite or binge watching anime. Yo. Number 13, actually has a big ego, but you can't control it. You must think that having a big ego is usually associated with alpha males, but it isn't true. We all have egos. It's just that some control it better than others. Beta males have a big ego, but it usually backfires on them because they are too insecure or too sensitive about everyone's opinion about him. You can spot a beta with an ego problem because he'll always try to overcompensate by pushing forward his qualifications or awards. They usually think they are better than everybody else, feel insulted if you question their abilities. But when things really come to shove, he can't put his money where his mouth is. Fuck. Number 14, you are a follower, not a leader. Beta males are not the ones who take initiative. They usually wait for someone to initiate and then jump on the bandwagon. Number 15, and this is the last one. I'm glad it's the last one. This shit is depressing. You feel offended by this. You feel offended by this article. If anything we said in this article offends you, you had to stop reading because you were getting triggered. You're a beta male. Damn. All right. I'm going to put this in the comments. This shit's crazy. Beta boy. Are you a beta boy? This shit crazy. This is the illest list I've. That shit is a diss. I'm like, they don't have one decent characteristic? Nothing? I'm thinking like, all right, the alpha male is going to be different from the beta male, and then the beta male, but the beta male is going to have some shit going on to offset the alpha male. Shit. Maybe that list was made by a beta male that couldn't stand alphas or some shit like that. Like alpha and beta males are like Bloods and Crips. That was ill. All right. Let me see what y'all had to say. Ancient View from the Star says, I'm an alpha lover. Real alphas can't be imitated. There's nothing like a beautiful black man that is standing in his power. Following him happens naturally. Okay. Valerie Green says, some of y'all in the beta closet. Ancient View from the Star says they have no drive. She also says they aren't in control of their lives and they tend to take it out on their women. Wow. Shoot, sounds to me like they would be scared of their woman. Valerie says, or that they couldn't get a woman, according to that list. But I like guys who position themselves into the friend zone. That's what they want. So, and you like guys who do that, man? All right. This is crazy, right? Valerie Green says, what does it say about you if you know a lot of beta men? I don't know. Alphas challenge women to be better. Do they? Sounds to me like alphas are just worried about themselves being better. Bean says, yeah, Valerie, how about that? Okay. I don't know, man. Yo, that shit was crazy. So when you listen to a list like that, it makes you hope that there are way more alpha males out here, but still, I still think that they have to be positioned correctly or positioned properly in your relationship. Because if a woman has a thing against her man or men in general, it won't matter if he's an alpha or a beta. She's going to turn him into a beta because she's going to make sure that she doesn't follow his lead, whether she has to do it outright or whether she does it passive aggressively. So those are kind of the questions that you have to ask in your own life. You know, like, yeah, you may want a boss, and maybe the alpha male is who you consider to be a boss. But what are you going to do with the boss? Are you going to allow the boss to be the boss, or is he just going to hold the empty title and position? Like, you the boss because of your title, or because you're the one with all the money, but you ain't running shit around here. You ain't the one with the ideas. It ain't all about you. It ain't all about you. You can't really do nothing that is going to elevate our crew, you know, and you have to take a step back because you don't know how to act. And we're going to give you some slack. And I'm going to tell you this, you're under attack. And I'm going to tell you another thing, you're really kind of whack. And now I got a whole sack of weed and you can't smoke. And I think that you a joke, unlike Rakim. And you another kind of cat, and I knock him. And I ain't down with none of y'all. Y'all remind me of skim milk. You kind of like milk toast. You can't brag, boast, use a nut, boy. Yeah, So will a man who's not as smart as his woman be able to lead? Now, what I didn't see in that alpha male versus, well, on the alpha male list, I didn't see anything about. I don't think it said anything about alpha males being smarter. I don't remember reading anything in the list that said you're an alpha male, you excel in all of your classes. I don't remember reading anything about that. I don't read anything about that. Ancient View from the Star says, LOL, you can't turn an alpha man into a beta. He will leave you all by yourself. Possibly. But I know every alpha male has to have some beta qualities. You can't be all of anything. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like you try to say that I'm all man. I'm like, well, you know, you got 23 chromosomes of a woman in you. I know, but you know what I mean? It don't be coming out. Like, nigga, you just had your hands on your hip. I seen you do your daughter hair. But anyway. T. Carey Wright says, I've actually seen men who were alpha males among their brethren, but a beta male when in a relationship. I'm glad you said that, T. Carey Wright, because that's what I'm thinking. Like, now, wait a minute now. Now, wait a minute. You're going to mix and match some things, you know, because anybody can suffer from depression. Anybody can have, you know, can be in a funk for a little while. Anybody can be down for a little while. It can happen to anybody, and it does. TK Wright says a lot of women only want an alpha in the bedroom. Well, I could see where that would be useful. And right, by the way, TK Wright, you know, you said a lot if. Don't worry about it. Just want you to know I'm paying attention. I'm not sure if that's alpha male or beta. I don't know. Valerie Green says, you just read the list. Sit your beta ass down. I'm not building all that. Yo. TK Wright says, otherwise, they're like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to, boy? Okay. Bean says, a man wants to be better, do better. A woman can't change that. She more than likely only influences what's already deep inside of him. All right. I hope so. You know, like so many times in our community, in the Black community, you know, a lot of times we think we know what we want, but a lot of times what we want comes through the vision of somebody else. just like I said, sometimes we're too concerned about what everybody else thinks about what we're doing. And sometimes that can stop us from doing what we want to do or what we should be doing effectively. It can slow us down because our priorities aren't straight. We're not focused. We're not focused on the goal. We're not focused on the goal at hand, you know? Hmm. So we can still we can still we can still coexist with each other. But you can go from relationship to relationship wondering why you keep running into the same person. And more than likely it's because you are exuding, you are giving out the same energy. So the same energy is going to attract the same type of person. They may even actually look alike, you know. So until you change something inside of you, then the world around you is not going to change either because you're going to keep filling it up with the same shit from the same sources, running into the same problems. So you have the same complaints. And I don't know if that makes you an alpha or a beta or whatever, but you're not making moves. So, you know, so we have to do our best to change what we can, but we also have to be very cognizant of who we are and what we're working with. Because if we're not conscious of that, fully conscious of that, then we'll just keep running around banging our heads against the wall or running under low ceilings, low thresholds, and wondering why we keep hitting our heads. Like, yo, you keep not bending down, dummy. You gotta stop bending down, dummy. What the fuck is this? But I don't know. I don't know, ladies. I don't know. I don't know if we really I don't know if we've really tackled this. I don't know if we've gotten anywhere. Like, so is he able to lead or not? Just smarter than him. Is he able to lead? Is he able to to be the number one? Is he able to be the one, the man, the king of the castle? And is he a real king? Is he a king because he grabbed the crown, won the crown, whatever? Or is he a king because you were already the queen and you decided that you needed a king, so you crowned him the king? But he ain't real. He ain't real. You might be the real queen, but he is definitely not a real king. He may not be built to even be a prince or a duke. A duke. Not yet. Not yet. So I don't know. There's a lot to this shit. And none of this stuff, I don't think, means that you can't be happy. I don't think any of it has anything to do with your individual happiness or your individual ability to achieve happiness. I don't think that any of it has anything to do with your ability to coexist, to be able to be in a harmonious situation with your man or your woman or whatever. It may be a situation where, how a lot of people talk about how whoever is best with the money should control the finances. Well, maybe the finances aren't the meat and potatoes of your relationship. So, like I've always said that it's corny when a man works a whole week and gives this whole check to his woman. I think that that's weak. I think that it's corny. I know that it's something that I would never be associated with. My daddy ain't do that. My stepdaddy ain't do that. My uncles ain't do that shit. But a lot of people say, well, whoever is best with the money should be the one that controls the checks. And I'm like, if he ain't good with if he's that bad with his money, he shouldn't really be with nobody. You got to get that shit straight, homie. Like, does he have a gambling problem? A drug problem? A shopping problem? Like, how can you be that bad with money that you have to turn your check over to your woman? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Maybe y'all can help me out. Help me out. Help me out. You can help me out. Because I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. So, but this might not be the thing that builds your relationship or puts a strain on it. Valerie says, that's why I can't go back to an ex. You know what that's hitting for. Emily, she says, it's always a possibility depending on his mentality and how much he's willing to downplay her smartness for him to feel good. Okay. TK Wright says, if he feels like he can thrive despite me being smarter despite me being smarter, then we should be good. Bean says, understanding the value of a woman and what she brings to the relationship is just as important as understanding the value of a man in a relationship and how they complement one another. That's true too. But somebody has to lead. Somebody has to lead. Somebody, one of y'all got to take the lead because you got places to go. Now, y'all don't believe that that one of y'all has the lead. All right, check this out. If you going on a trip, who's going to drive the car? Well, sometimes I drive and sometimes my lady drive. Okay, who's driving first? What y'all gonna do? Flip a coin to see who drives? No, I called shotgun. I ain't driving. You called what? I called shotgun. You called shotgun. No defense against that. No defense against that. He called shotgun. Or she called shotgun. But yeah, somebody has to drive the car. And if you're going to drive the car, that means that you are navigating the passengers towards the destination that you have set for them. So it ain't like you're going to have a sign on the back of your bumper sticker that says how's my driving? How's my driving? Y'all know how that. You remember y'all used to see that when a lot of trucks, some commercial vehicles back in the day. How is my driving? Because it don't matter how your driving is. You gotta get it done. You gotta get it done. But somebody has to take the lead. Valerie says, we both will lead together, or sometimes I'll be the one, and sometimes he will be the one. As long as we know it's about we. Sounds good, but I ain't going for it. One person is the leader. Doesn't mean that that person will lead in areas where they're weak, but overall, in the percentage, by percentages, one person will be the leader. Simple and plain. Bean says, could it be trustworthiness rather than corny? You talking about with the check thing? Not to me. I imagine, but not to me. Like, not working 2 weeks straight, then handing nobody my check. The fuck out of here. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was on crack. Like, look, all right, let me take my crack money and then I'll break you off a little something. But you ain't gonna break me off my crack money and shit. No. So, yeah. Yeah. If you're smarter than your man, but he wants to be the leader. And he may know that you're smarter than him. He may not have that much confidence in his own mental abilities. You know? It may be just like that, but he still wants to be that dude. He may have some image issues, and he has this image. He has this image of himself being that dude, being that boy. But he ain't built for that. He want to get dressed up for a job, but he can't perform that job, you know? It be like that sometimes. Not all the time. But sometimes it be like that. And you know, we have to take that into consideration. It's crazy. You know. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So we about to get on about it, though. We about to get on that. Listen to this. In the grand scheme of things, you can be in a relationship for just your own personal, satisfaction, unity, whatever. And you can also be in a relationship that's going to set an example for those who may not be able to do it for themselves. In other words, you may be trying to set an example for your children, for those people who have had a hard time in love, a hard time in relationships, and for those who have given up. It could be a tough situation to be in, but you may have positioned yourself to do that shit for whatever reason. For whatever. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to get on about here. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious May 21st, first day of what? First day of who? First day of Gemini. The twins came through. Oh, it's about to be on, yo. How about you? Number one out the box, my girl, the soul nurse. She's a sick nurse, soul nurse, Laini Atkins. You know what I'm saying? Michigan, stand up. Happy birthday to you. And also Seldy Perez. Happy birthday to you, Seldy. And Shantae Williams, turning 46 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Bebecita Abreu, turning 25 years old today. Happy birthday to you, youngin. And Adeniki Eniolua, turning 27 years old today. And Donnell Poole, turning 54 years old today. And Timothy D. Williams, turning 40 years old today. Got a 40 in his hand, 40 in his... Bow. Welcome to the 40-40 Club. We going to hold you down for 10 years, but we about to get out now. Do your thing, yo. Get ready to have fun. It's going to be all right, son. All right. And Angel Williams turning 49 years old today. And Sakina McLaughlin turning 47 years old today. And Nicole Santana, happy birthday to you. And Terrell B.A. Scott, turning 36 years old today. And Asia Marie Woods, happy birthday to you. And Sylvester Wright, my brother Sylvester Wright. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious May 21st, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on, and do the damn damn to rock out, rock on it, do the damn rock out, rock on it, do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, hey, yo, listen, yo, a woman might be smarter than a man, but can she let him lead? And if she lets him lead, even though she's smarter, does that make her even smarter? You know, is she taking one for the team? Is she looking out for the cookout? And should you do that? Should you dumb it down for the sake of love? Well, I think that we probably know the answer to that, whether we're talking about whether it's for somebody else or whether we're talking about it for ourselves. There are times in each and every one of our lives when we have to dumb it down a little bit for the ones that we love. We may be doing that right now as we speak. We might be doing it right now. Hey, oh, sheesh, hold on now. Okay, we may be doing it right now. There's certain times when you have to do that shit, you know, and it can come at inopportune times. But as a woman, should you be put in a situation where you feel like you have to do that thing on a regular basis? Bless y'all too. Thank you. Thank you. I bless you. A 1 2 1 2. I said I bless you. Thanks for coming through. Yes. All right, y'all. So let's get on up out of here. Listen. I appreciate y'all coming through. Thanks for coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button before we get on up out of here. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't done so thus far. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel so far. Appreciate that. Make sure that you share the show if you haven't shared the show so far. Yeah, yo, that's what I need you to do. That's what I need you to do. And thank you. Word. All right, y'all. So peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Peace to my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. Thank you. You know, I love y'all to death. I resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. That's how it's going down. Allergies acting crazy right now. All right. So we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to be all up in here. Okay, what we got? Being says, my opinion, a man should lead being able to have a vision or plan for their relationship and household. This man does listen or take into consideration what his partner may know that he doesn't. That's what's up, Bean. It's good looking. That's good looking. Let's get on up out of here. All right, so on the Blog Talk side, we're going to say goodbye. I holler back. Yeah. And on peace, y'all. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. All right.